My name's Lindsay. I've had 2 significant breakdowns at work and I've been on stress leave twice.
It's the first time I've actually got a job because of my mental illness, because I've had a history of being sacked because of it.
From my sort of experience, what I found was that if you speak to people, people are actually quite interested. And people actually do care. That's the sort of bottom line for me.
Anyone with a broken leg is injured and it takes time for that injury to heal. You're off work for that amount of time and you do what's necessary to heal yourself with that. And it's the exact same with a mental illness, only that no one can see it.
1 in 5 of us in Australia in the past year have taken time off work because of mental health challenges. There's now $200 million spent on compensation claims that are mental health related each year in Australia.
For most people, being at work is a really good thing for their mental health. If things aren't right there, then that can have a real impact on us in a negative way.
I had major concerns about the way I was being managed and I wasn't coping in September. So by December, I erupted. My immediate manager was just a jerk. He was pushing buttons like you wouldn't believe.
So didn't take your experience and think, well, what role can I play to help?
I think that points to that very critical role of supportive leadership. And we know that a big aspect of our positive well-being when we're at work and things are going well is very much contributed by our immediate leader or line manager's management style.
Managers want to do the right thing. They want to be supportive, but often are terrified. Don't want to make the situation worse.
If you manage staff or you're an employer, how challenging these sorts of conversations are for you.
We encourage any of our employees to do with their manager a personal situation plan.
We developed a mental health wellbeing strategy for the university, and so we're working on supporting students now.
I've been a registered nurse for about 40 years. I've had my own issues with depression, but I've never ever heard of a management plan. If I have a bad day at work, I speak to my boss and it's like, okay, that's great. This is how much leave you've got up your sleeve at the moment.
My name's Sue Gorton. I'm an occupational health nurse from 25 years in the UK. If you want someone to stay at work, all the research has shown you don't create a job for someone with a mental health issue. You change the job.
You modify the job.
You modify the job.
Mates of Construction came out of Queensland. It's now in New South Wales. It's about conversations, isn't it?
The construction industry is 97-98% male dominated, and there's a culture there that, suck it up princess, have a teaspoon of cement and don't talk about your stuff, where we're trying to actually change that culture, that it's okay to ask for help. It's about mates helping mates.
I've had a lived experience of mental disorder for 50 years. We belong to Schizophrenia Fellowship, where we go out into the workplace and share our experiences, and that way you get empathy and understanding from people.
What you describe fits with everything that we're learning about how you reduce stigma. You know, you can show people as many PowerPoint slides as you want, but it's only by getting people with that lived experience in the room, speaking with them, that's what makes a difference.
I'm a great believer in what has just been said. If you share those stories, it starts to break down the barriers and reduce stigma.